Alright, good afternoon team. It's Johnny Cash here, and I thought I would make a tutorial video of how to add engine sounds to different trucks in a nice and simple way. There is a couple of ways to do it, and there's plenty of YouTube tutorial videos already out there, and that's how I learned how to do it about a year ago. And I just thought I'd make one that's just a little simpler for you beginner lads of how to do it. I'll also show you how to change or make your engine more powerful, but we'll get to that at the end. I'm going to show you how to add it off steam, how to add it onto steam trucks, how to add it from separate external mods. I'll show you the whole bit, so bear with us. The first thing you're going to need though is you're going to need a zip program, something that can unzip files. Now, I like to use 7-zip, so you're going to Google 7-zip. Okay, or you can use WinRAR. WinRAR is another program. WinRAR, you can Google WinRAR, you can download that, but me personally, I prefer 7-zip. When I first started getting into this, I found 7-zip was much more user friendly. It's just my humble opinion. So, get to your 7-zip, download. Right, you'll probably see something like this, a whole bunch. Where do I start, Johnny? Start at the top. Right, all this stuff is all older versions of it. Don't even worry about it. Here's some beta version. I'm not even sure on that one. You'll need to know what system you're running. If you're running for Windows, so Windows, I've got 64-bit Windows. So you just download this. It'll start to download. Right, and then you will find that in your downloads folder. Alright, so if you get your folder, wherever it is on your computer, this PC, downloads, you can see I've got something there for later on, but you've got your 7-zip, double click on it, it will want to install. Okay, I'm not going to reinstall it on the computer, I've already got it, kind of defeats the purpose, but you say yes and then follow the bouncing ball. Once that's done, right, you should see the program in your computer. So if you go down to your search bar, 7-zip file manager, cool, that's what you want. You need this program installed or WinRAR installed to do this kind of things. Okay, so that is the first thing that you're going to need to do. Now, let's download a mod. So let's go to the master of freebies, Mr. Creechbomb. I can't even spell it properly. Creechbomb sound pack. Right, Robin Icus is another solid guy, and I'll show you how to do his one. And Zeemods is the ultimate. Right, I'm just a little kid in the pool compared to those guys. So, SES forums, Creechbomb's mega pack. What a legend. So you're going to download the mega pack. Right, if this is the sound you want to need. So here's the link of his mega pack. So let's download that. We then download his mega pack, creating the link. Right, I thought I'd just go through it all slowly. Okay, my download will start in a few seconds. Sure. Righto, so there's our mega pack now downloading. Alright, so if we open up our downloads file again. Righto, Creechbomb's mega pack. Cool. Alright, now what I'm going to do is, just for the ease of this demonstration, I'm just going to create a new folder on the desktop. Alright, just to keep it simple. So I'm just going to make a new folder here, just for now. I'm just going to leave it called new folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this guy, and I'm going to take that mod we just downloaded. So go to my downloads again. Where are we? Come on, Johnny, wake up. And open in a new window. Alright, so we've got the unpack there. Now, drop it in there. Now, before I even do that, what you want to be doing is, you see you've got, after this file, .exe, .zip, .ses. Some of you won't be able to see that. So how I've done that is when you open in your File Explorer, if you go to View, File Name Extensions, I'll just turn it off for a minute. But you can see here, like that's what you may be looking at. You go, oh, I got that, I got that, I got that, but you don't really know what it is. What you want to do is just jump in, go to View, and turn on your file extensions. And that'll happen on all your files in your computer. That little last dot after that tells you what file it is. So even if I wanted to change the name of this, so let's just go rename. See, the zip stays the same. All right, that's a little handy little tip, all right, to chuck that file extension so you can see what you're dealing with. Often, when you download mods, they will come in a SES file like that. All right, they'll come in a SES file like that. That is just something that modders and SES have come up with. Right, they call it SES. But if you watch this, right? So I'm going to rename it, but I'm actually going to rename it a zip file. Yeah, it may become unstable. That's fine. It's exactly the same. For all intents and purposes, it doesn't matter. This is a mod. It's just in a zip format. I'll go back and change it to an SES. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same. It doesn't really matter. A couple of videos out there tell you that it does. As far as the game's concerned, you can load either into your mods folder and it will work. It will work. Now, what we need to do is we need to get into this mod folder. Okay, we want to add this to the truck. So what you can do is there's two things you can do. You can just have a look at it with 7-zip. Now you've got 7-zip there. You can just open the archive and you can actually see what's inside it. So that is your mod. Every single mod you get is basically going to have these three main folders: the def, material, sound. Then you've got a manifest, the image, the mega image, and then a mod description. All you really need to care about is the def file, the DEF files. Okay, to make life a little easier for yourself, what you can actually do is extract this mod. So you go to 7-zip and extract to a file rather than extract here, because if you extract it here, it'll just splat out everywhere. You want to extract to this. Just extract to whatever that name is there. So you'll click on that, it'll do its little dance. Now you've got this mod just in a normal file. It's not a zip or it's not anything. It's still exactly the same, it's just open so you can get into it and you can do stuff. Makes life a lot easier. So that's what you need first. First you need to get your sound mod to this point. This is what you need. The sound mod that you want to use. Sometimes when you download mods, is they will come in like a RAR format. So I'll just find one of those on my computer and I'll bring one up. Where's one that's a RAR? I end up deleting a lot of the RARs because you don't really need them. Alright, so where's one that's a RAR? Right now I won't be able to find one. Alright, just bear with me. I think I got one here. Okay, where was it? Right, so I think this is XBX maybe. Right, sometimes you'll download a mod and it comes like that, the 95 RAR. That won't work. Okay, you'll need to extract it. So extract to this name here. And then once I open this folder, there's probably an SES file in here. There's a couple. Okay, so there your 4 mods. Okay, and shortly I'll show you where they all go. But for now, that's your mod. If you see an RAR file, okay, you need to extract it and make it into this, either SES or zip. Okay, I hope I haven't confused anybody there. So I'm just going to get rid of that out of the way. Actually, I might leave that there. That might come in handy. That might be the truck we add it to. So that's a truck mod. Right, I'm pretty sure it's XBS. He does some great work. I'm pretty sure it's his. I'm sure you'll hammer me in the comments if it's not. Righto, so you've got your truck pack, you've got your sounds that you want, and say you want to add it to this truck. What I suggest you do, okay, is make a new folder. We're going to create a mod. So create a new folder and call it whatever you want, but let's call it your initials support. So let's just say my initials JC KB support mod. Yeah, so it's the JC KB support mod. That's what we're going to call it. Righto, what you want to do is make it look like old mates. Def, vehicle, truck. That's what we want to start with. Def, vehicle, truck. So make the folders look like that. So take your KG support mod, open it, and create a new folder. And we're going to call it Def. Forgot for a minute. Def. Okay. Then open that. In here, make a new folder. Call it Vehicle. I can never spell this word. Vehicle. Then inside it again. New folder. Let's call this one Truck. Okay, so you've made your little support mod. So let's go back to our new folder here. Def folder, vehicle folder, truck folder. Very important. You need to get your spelling right across it. Truck. Okay, I'll just stop there. Now, if you look at Creech Bomb's pack, Def, vehicle, truck, and then he's got a whole bunch of trucks in here. Okay, so make sure that yours looks exactly the same to start. Def, vehicle, truck. We're empty at the moment. Now, what's happening is, with Creech Bomb Sound Pack, when you go into the def file, vehicle, truck, these are all the trucks that he supports. So you've got the SES Cascadia, the Freightliner FLB, the International Lone Star, Overfloaters Kenworth K100, GDM's T800, Harvin's 990, beautiful truck, the Mack Anthem, the Mack Chew, that's a great truck too, I got Red's one, the Mack Anthem, 387, not exactly sure, the 386, 389, that's Viper 2s. See, these are all the trucks that it supports. So if your truck that you like is not on this list, guess what? It ain't going to work in your truck. So what you need to do is add your truck by adding a folder of your name of this truck. Okay, so what you do is just pick any one. Just pick any one you like. Okay, I'm from Australia, so I like Kenworth W990, and copy it. So copy that whole folder. Copy that whole folder, and where do you reckon it's got to go? It's got to go into your mod. So our KB support mod. Open it up, go into your def, go into your vehicle, go into your truck, and then dump her in there. Dump her in there. Okay, the whole folder. Now what's inside this folder is all, so you've got engine, you've got all this stuff here is all the details for the different engines in Creech Bomb's pack. His 4444, his 306, sorry, 3406, his DD, you know, his IXX, his M11, his Packer, his N14, so on and so forth, all those beautiful sounding engines. Don't get too caught up around the axles on this stuff. Okay? To make your truck work, It's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is change this name to the name of the truck that you want to add. That's all you need to do. You need to change this folder name to the truck that you want to add. So right now, let's add that DAF that I just plucked out of my random folders. So what you do in the DAF, so let's add this DAF 95. What you need to do is find the internal name, what they call the internal name. So something worth mentioning is inside this file, this DEF file, is these names here, right, are the internal names, how the game recognizes the truck. So you guys know the International Lone Star, it's not called the, you know, you can see the spelling mistake there maybe. Right, when you actually go to pick it on the game, it's not called that. The Freightliner FLB ain't called that. Right, they have their own unique names inside the game. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get what's called the internal name of the truck that you want to add it to. And I'll show you how to do that. If it's a paid modded truck, sometimes you might have to reach out to the modder. Okay, or he'll provide you with a file that it's open, because sometimes when you go to do this to a mod truck, you'll get this error. Right, so if I look at back into my download files, right, so say Z's 3406, beautiful, beautiful. But if I go to open it, it won't let me. Okay, because for good reason he's got it locked, so respect his wishes and stay out of it. Okay, I'll come back to this later on in that video. So let's go back to our new folder that was on our desktop. So I've built my KE support mod. I've found the sound pack. I've taken the def files, def vehicle, truck, steal one. Chuck it in your little mod. Now you need to find the truck internal name. Okay, so let's go to that DAF. So this is a truck mod. Cabin accessories, tuning. Okay, so this here, we need to find the internal name. So with 7-zip, there's two things you can do here. You can extract it to where it is by 7-zip extract to. Right, it may take a little while, depending on how big it is. But basically now it's the same thing. It's just opened so I can get into it easier. Notice this one has a few extra because it's a truck. It's got a few extra bits and pieces in the mod. All you need to do is open the def files. It's all about the DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, the def files. Open it. Follow those things. So it's def, vehicle, truck. That's your name. Whatever it says there, that's the name of the truck. So it's DAF.95 ATI. So let's rename that. Not actually rename it, let's just steal the name. So I'm just copying the actual name here. So I'm just copying the name, I'm not changing anything. So I've got the DAF95. Now I'm going to go back to my support mod that I'm making, the JCKB support mod, def, vehicle, truck, and then rename this, instead of being a Kenworth, rename it your DAF. Okay, that is the job done. Okay, this engine pack will now work inside that DAF. Now some videos mention when you open it, if we go inside here into the engine and look at the engine file, you'll notice here there's a whole bunch of stuff about the engine. Okay, and I'll come back to this a little bit later on, how to make it better or faster, whatever. But you'll notice up the top this Kenworth W990, because that's what the folder was called before. some videos tell you need to change every single one to that DAF thing. And look, it is if you're uploading mods to Steam, yes, you will need to. But if you're making your own little private support mod, there's no need to. You don't need to go through and do it. I've tested it many, many times, and I don't even bother doing it anymore. Okay, you don't need to do it. But if you feel like you would like to, by all means, you can change them all. Now, as far as getting the mod to now work in the game, so you've got your 2 mods, right? Some people will tell you this will need to be in a SES or in a zip file. That's incorrect, okay? It doesn't need to be. The reason why these are in zip files and SES files is to make them a little bit smaller when you download them. That's the only reason. So even this simple little file structure, KC, JC, KB, mod support, def, vehicle, truck, this is a mod. Okay. What you need though, because this is the easiest way to do it. There is another way where you can pull this whole thing apart and put it into your own mod, but don't bother with it. Take your 2 mods. Take your Creechberg mod, take your KB mod, and chuck it in your mod folder. So I'm going to open up a new window here for you. I'll get rid of that. I'll put it over there for now. So to find where your mods go externally, you just go to your documents. So documents, wherever your computer is, and then you'll find your documents, American Truck Simulator. And this will work for Euro Truck Simulator too. Okay, so you click on American Truck Simulator, you've got all your random bits and pieces about the game, your config file, backups, etc., all your profiles. And then you've got your mod folder. So I've taken the liberty of cleaning this out before I started this video. And you open your mod folder. At the moment, there's nothing in here because I've got no mods. All you do is take the original sound mod. So Creech Bomb sound mod. And remember team, it can be either either. It doesn't have to be SES or zip. It can just be how you've extracted it. But take the Creech Bomb mod and chuck it in your mod folder. Okay, I don't like that. I wanted it to stay over there. So I'm going to copy and paste rather than drag it over. It's up to you though. And then your little support mod now. So copy this over. Copy. Paste. So you'll have the 2 mods. You'll have the 2 mods in there. And then when you load your game, there'll be 2 mods. I wasn't going to, but I will. I'll load up the game and I'll just show you what happens now. Okay, so you go to your profile, right? Mod manager. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab those 2 mods. So here you've got your, at the moment, no mods activated. So here I've got the Creech Bomb sound pack. So activate that. And then your support mod. Right, there's no picture on it because you didn't put one on. Right, you don't need to. Put that JCKB support mod above there. Now you just load into the game as you would normally, and that engine pack will now work in that DAF. That engine pack will work in my DAF. There is a couple of other ways you can do it, but I'm telling you now that is the most simple way. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now what I'll show you now is how to get it. Say, let's say we want to add it to Harvin's new International X520. That's another beautiful truck. He does some great work, Harvin. Go check him out and show him some love. Right, we need to find the internal name of this. Right, so let's go and have a look at that. So I'm going to close this down. Okay, no truck driving right now. Okay, so that's how you do it. The key points to it is the def files. It's all in the def files. Alright, so let's say we want to add Harvin's truck now. Right, Harvin's truck. So first you got to find the internal name. Now don't bombard Harvin, hey, what's the internal name? I'll show you how to get it. You open up your Steam. Right, open up Steam. Have I got Steam open already? I think I do. Alright, so open up your Steam. Alright, now there's a couple of ways you can do this too. Again, I'm all about the easy way. So let's find the mod. So you go to the American Truck Simulator, you know, workshop where all the mods are. And let's find Harvin's International. Okay, now there is a couple of ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the real quick and easy way. There is another way where you can get this random number, but this is what you do. Unsubscribe from the mod. Alright, wait a minute. Click on it again, find it. Yeah, cool. I want to add the sounds to this truck. Alright, and then resubscribe. Okay, and there's a good reason for that. And then it will start to download it again, hopefully. Okay, because the Steam does all that kind of stuff automatically. Now what it's actually done, unbeknownst to you, it's actually downloaded this into your computer somewhere. We need to go and find it and get the internal name. That's what we're going to look for. So, where it will be. Okay, wherever you installed ATS. Okay, so I installed ATS on the D drive. Okay, so D drive, program files. So D drive, program file, that's just my computer. Steam. Alright, and there's a whole bunch of random stuff. Steam apps. Workshop. Then, content. Alright, now this here is one of these is ETS and one of these is ATS. Now, how do I know? Look at the date modified. So it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon over here. That's why I say to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and then just look at the one for the last time, like about the time you are. So I know that, hey, well, I just subscribed to a mod, so this one here is going to be the ATS files. Because once you open it, have a look, it's just a whole bunch of numbers, and you're like, oh man, these are all my Steam mods. Like, how am I going to find which one it is? Okay, so change it to the date modified, and then you'll see, oh yeah, 3:05, that's about the time. Oh, this must be it. This here is Harvin's International. Alright, now let's open this. Okay, now you don't need to take anything from here. Don't touch this file at all. Right, but there's the mod. Yeah, see how his was in a zip file? This is the mod. Now, where are we going? You should know by now. You're going to the def files. Don't worry about any of this. Go into the def files. Vehicle. Truck. There's your name. That is the internal name for Harvin's International. So steal that name. Oh, not the whole file. Will it let me rename it? Probably not. Okay, probably not. So that's what you need to get. You need to get that name. Alright, so I'm old school. I'm just going to write it down, because I don't want to muck around inside my Steam stuff. Okay, so just grab a pen. I'm going to write this down on a piece of paper somewhere. INTNATIONAL dot, all lowercase, HX 520H. INTNATIONAL dot HX 520H. Cool. So now you've got the internal name. That's how you'll find it from a Steam truck. You just do the same thing for any truck that's on Steam that you want. Then go back to your little mod supporty thing. Yeah, we've got our KB mod support. We want to add his engine packs. Now, because you've already got one in there, actually, I'll do it the long way. That's fine. Alright, so we'll go back to our new folder. Right. Back inside the Creech Bomb engine pack, def, vehicle, truck. Steal one of these. Steal the whole folder. Well, don't steal it, but borrow it, copy it, duplicate it. Dolly the sheep clone it. Copy. Right, and then chuck it into your little support mod. Right, so mod, def, vehicle, truck. Paste it in here. Right now, I'll rename it to Harvin's international truck name, which was INTNATIONAL dot HX520H. Okay. And that's all you need to do. Now, Creech Bomb's engine sounds will work in Harvin's International. Harvin's International. Now, I've done it in that new folder, so I need to copy this because I've got extra files in it now. Make sure it goes into your mod folder. Yeah, so documents, American trucks, mod, and we're going to paste it in there, which is just overriding this. Okay, so you got your two mods, your actual engine and just the def files. Because you can pull this apart and do all kinds of things and make it all into one. But this is a simpler way. That is a simpler way. And that's all you need to do. When you load the game, make sure you have the two mods in there like I showed you before, and you're away. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how to get, say, an engine pack off Steam and add it to a different truck. Okay, so what we'll do first, right, let's make a new support mod. So let's say we want to get Robin Icus's, I won't use my own, all right, let's say we want to use Robin Icus's pack on a different truck. Okay, first you need to get the def files from Robin Icus's pack. Right, so I'm going to make a new mod now. Where's my new folder? I'm going to make a new mod now, and I'm going to call this one JC's Robin Icus's. Another bloke does really solid work from FMod. If it wasn't for him and Creechmore and Harvin, I wouldn't be able to make an engine. They've everything they've done is much appreciated. So JC Robinus support mod. Let's stick with that. Support mod. Okay, so at the moment there's nothing in it, it's just a folder. Okay, remember you need to make those folders def, vehicle, truck. Alright, so we'll go through the process. New folder. Def. Open her up. New folder. Vehicle. New folder. Truck. Alright, and let's go Goodwill hunting. So let's find Robin Icus's engine pack off Steam. So we're back in the workshop. Okay, let's go to one. I'm subscribed to it. I like it. Okay, now the easiest way, just unsub from it, count to 10, do a cartwheel if it helps, and then resub to it. Okay, so the time where I am is about 2:15 now. So resubscribe to it. All right, let's have a look actually. Let's see what's, yep, there's quite a list of trucks there. So now I've resubscribed to it. So now I need to go find it in my computer. So, documents. Sorry, wherever you installed ATS, program 86, Steam apps, workshop, content, and now look at the time. Before it was 3:04, now it's 1:15. I've been dribbling for 10 minutes. So open this file, and then again, change it to date modified. Alright, so I'm looking for something at about 3:15. Okay, so I haven't got it yet, so obviously it's still downloading. Yes, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Okay, so it's still downloading there. Alright, still waiting for that to download. Alright, so while it's happening, let's go and find another truck that we can add it to. So, workshop, my files. I used to have a list of all the different truck mods that I liked. Files I've posted, no, my favorites. I used to have a list of all the different trucks. Oh, here's one. Here's a good one. Alright, let's add Rob and Icus's pack to this. This truck here, this 352/362 project. Same deal. Unsub. Oop, I didn't even have to unsub that, just resub. Yeah, so subscribe to it. Take note of the time. Alright, take a note of the time, and then once these finish downloading, we'll go find them in the Steam, in our Steam folder, and then we'll be away. So we're going to add Rob and Icus's pack to this truck. Okay, to this truck. Now, what I'll do while we're waiting for this is if you download the truck externally, like from a website, or you download it from, you know, one of those other shady mod sites or wherever, okay, exactly the same principle applies. So I'm just going to open my new folder for a minute that we've been working in. So right now I'm going to drag over an XBX mod that I've downloaded a little while ago. Where was it? Freightliner FLC by XBX. Okay, so another bloke does solid work for the community. Right, if you want to find the internal name, okay, you can extract it if you like, but with 7-zip you can just open it and have a look. So 7-zip, let's just open the archive. You go into your def file. It's all happening in here for you in here. Def, vehicle, truck, there it is there. Right, freightliner.flc. So that's the internal name. That's what you need to put in your support mod. Alright, that's where you find it. It's in that def vehicle truck. That's where it is. So let's have a look. Our downloads seem to be completed now. So let's open Warhol. There's a lot of files going on here. So let's go D drive, program files, Steam apps, workshop, content. Right, here we go, 317. Okay, there, look at the date modified. There's our two mods. Okay, so I would hazard a guess and say this one is the Robinicus's engine pack, possibly. Let's just have a bit of a look. So latest, and you can have a look at the image if you like, or the mod description, whatever works for you. Yeah, mod description, Robinicus's engine pack. Happy days. So what you want to do from here, again, you don't want to change anything. You just want to go to the def files, def, vehicle, truck, and then see here, these are all the trucks that Robinicus has added to his engine pack. So his engine pack is going to work on all these trucks. If your truck doesn't work on your truck, it's because it's missing a folder. It's missing one of these folders. So let's grab this. What you want to do, if you want to add it to your truck, is just grab one of these folders. Like, so let's just copy this, copy it, and I'm going to paste it straight to the desktop there. I'm just going to remember that, hey, this is Robinicus's, well, it's over there. This is Robinicus's engine desk. Where are we going? All right, so now you've got Robinicus's engine packs, his engine defs. This is what needs to go into your support mod. So let's go back to our new folder, the JC Robinus support mod that you're making. Right, use your own initials. Def, vehicle, truck, empty. Grab this, drag her in there. This is straight from Robinicus's pack. All right, now all you need to do is change this name to whatever truck that you want. You need to find the internals. So I promised we were going to go find the internals of that 352, 359. Okay, so program files, Steam apps, workshop, content, checking the time. It's the easiest way. There's another way, but I won't even show you. It's just easier. And then the last one, 317, this should be that Peterbilt 352. It is beautiful. All we want is the internal name. Let's see what the mod creator here, this is a beautiful truck too, by the way. What does he call the truck? So you open it, def, you should know by now, vehicle, truck. Okay, he's calling it the Peterbilt 352. Now, I'm confident Robinicus pack already has that, but that doesn't matter because this could be any truck. So the truck you want to add it to is the Peterbilt 352. So that's the name. Now I can remember that. I won't need to write it down. Peterbilt 352. So you come over to your Robinicus's JC support mod, whatever you want to call it. Def, vehicle, truck. You've already got the files in there. Rename this to that truck that you wanted to add, which is the Peterbilt 352. Alright, job done. Job done. Alright, this will now work in its exact folder how it is, right, on that truck. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it into my mods folder, which is C drive, documents, American Truck Sim mod. Okay, so let's add our support, our Robinicus support mod in. Right, and it doesn't have to be SES, it can just be files like that. Okay, trust me. Trust me. Alright, now you load the game. I may as well. Video has gone this long. What's another 5-10 minutes? Okay, and if you want to use Robinicus's pack, you'll have two mods now. Okay, so let's go to our mod manager again. Okay, so you want to activate your JC Robinus support. Make sure that's activated. Then you need to go and find the Robinicus's mod. Now the beauty of doing it this way is that if one Robinicius updates his mod, or updates his sounds, you get them automatically. Because all you're basically doing is creating a little tiny bit of file work that references this engine pack. And now you add your truck that you added it to. So we added it to this truck. Confirm your changes, and you're into the game. Okay, this pack now will work on that track, and all you've done is create a folder that goes JC support mod, def, vehicle, truck, and the internal name of the truck, and all those engine details. Yes, we'll exit. Okay, now what I'll show you is if you've got, this will work in any process, right? Any process. Now, as I showed you earlier, the old master Zeemod with his awesome sounds, to get his engines, right? So you've got, when you buy Zeemods engine pack, which I strongly recommend that you do, is you'll get given the SEF file, which is the mod, and then you get this opendef files for modders. Right now, you can't get into this guy, right? For good reason, stay out of it. But he's been kind enough to give you guys the def files for his engines. Okay, he's been kind enough to give them to you. So let's say we wanted to add Harvin's truck, that international, to add Zeemod support. Okay, so first thing I'll do is just going to go back to our new folder that we've been working in. Okay, it's all getting a little crowded over here. Okay, so we've got our new folder. Got all the bunch of stuff we've been working on. So let's take Zeemod's engine mod, then let's take his file for modders. Right, now his file for modders, what you'll need to do, okay, you can open it, and inside here is the SES file. Okay, with 7-zip you can actually get in there and change it, right? But what you want to be doing, team, is extracting this one. Okay, when you want to edit stuff and change it, you're better off extracting it back to just to a file rather than a zip. So I'm going to 7-zip, I'm going to extract it to this folder, because if you extract it here, it just goes everywhere. Okay, let's extract it to this folder. So now I've got this opendef folder for modders. Open it, and then inside is an SES. Okay, so let's extract it again, because we don't want to deal with this SES folder. We just want a nice normal folder. So let's 7-zip, extract this next bit. Again, extract it to the folder. And now you get a folder, which is basically the contents of here. So as you can see, what Z's done is he has given us the def files, because he's a legend, right? So you can add your trucks. It's all about the def files. So I'll just show you that this here and that there, if you put either of them in your mod folder, so your American truck mods, right, so let's just do that. If you chuck them both in here, they're the same thing, right? Even though that's SES and that's a folder, they're exactly the same. You've basically got two mods that are exactly the same in there. So you don't want to be doing that. You don't really need the SES one. All right, just open your opendefs. Now Z's set it up easy for you. Look, it's going to be very familiar by now. Def, vehicle, truck, your truck def name. Yeah, so all you need to do is change this name to whatever truck you want it to be. So let's rename it. It's going to be Harvin's International. So ITNAT, because that's what we found his truck name was. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it. You're done. You're absolutely done. Inside here, you've got another file, engine, and then all your engine files. Some videos tell you you've got to change all this in every single one, but you don't. You don't have to. It's only really when you start building engine mods and you upload Steam and a whole bunch of stuff like that where it actually matters. But it doesn't really. Okay, it doesn't really. So you can change them all if you want, and all you change it to is whatever the folder is. Right, so this was in the folder International HXE. That's what you chuck in there. But I wouldn't even bother with it. You know, just change the main name and then you're away. Okay, so you've changed that now. So now you've got this open file for modders one that you've got from Z. You got the def, truck, or sorry, vehicle, truck, international, you know, engines, all the engine things. You don't really need to worry. As long as you've got that international, it's the right internal name, you'll be laughing. So all you do now is chuck this into your mod folder and then Zeemods sound mod. Alright, so let's open this one here. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it in my American Truck Simulator mod folder. So paste. Look, if you want to get real fancy, and this is what I do so I know, like, wait, what's going on here? Alright, this is JC's Z support for the 3406E. Alright, that's just me naming it because I just, what the hell is that? Okay, yeah, so you've got that, and then you just need the original sound mod, his actual sound mod, that 3406E. Alright, you're away. You're away. So I'll just show you one more time for good measure. Alright, so now you'll just load into your game. Alright, I'm not going to go through the whole process of loading in. Alright, but I'll show you the mod layout. Alright, so you go to your mod manager. When it will load up for us. And then you pick what you want. So the other thing you can do is this button here just shows you all your Steam mods. I don't know what the other ones do. Yeah, so we want to run Zeemods engine on this international. So first you need your truck. Alright, then you need Zeemods engine pack. And then you need your little beautiful JC Z support mod. Right, now that means that this engine now works in that truck. Right, and that mod that you've built is that def vehicle truck. There's no image or anything like that because you don't need it. It's just for you. Yeah, you can put them in there if you like. I'm not doing a tutorial on that, but that's all you need to do, and that will get you Z's engine into that international. Alrighty. Now, let's say you want to take an engine out of this international. I'd say you like an engine out of this truck, or say you like an engine out of the Mac, or actually let's just stick with this. Alright, say you want to take an engine out of this international and chuck it in that truck there, into that Pete. Okay, I'll show you how you can do that. Now, it's this very same process. Okay, so let's just exit that. Okay, so yeah, this is a long tutorial, but we'll just explain it all. Yeah, there should be no dramas. This really should fix it up for you. Okay, so now you want to add a different truck into like a truck from an engine, not from a sound pack, and into a different thing. So this is how you do it. It's exactly the same process. So first thing you need to do is you need to find the truck. So you guys should know how to find the truck now. You go into, you know, subscribe, unsubscribe, find the Steam. Alright, so we've got to go find the truck first. So program files, Steam, Steam apps, workshop, content, 317. Now I remember the truck was at 305, I'm hoping. Yeah, so you're going to open it. Let's have a bit of a look. Is this the one? Mod description. Introducing the new International. Yes, it is. Happy days. Okay, so just close all these down. Okay, so again, fellas, you want to grab the sound. Now, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can go into the sound files and muck around in here and try and do a whole bunch of stuff. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I would just do it this way. Just grab the def files. You can do it all with the def files. It's much simpler. And that way you're not editing anybody else's mod too. You're creating your own little one. So def, vehicle. Okay, there's going to be more in here now because this is the truck mod. So there's a bit more going on. Truck. Here's your truck. International. Alright, you want to grab the engine. The engine folder. Alright, then you've got all the stuff in here. So these are all the stuff for the sound. Okay, so grab that engine pack. Grab that engine folder. So copy, paste. Right, because what happens is if you copy the whole truck folder, you're going to get all that extra stuff. You don't necessarily want all that extra stuff at all. You just want the engines. So just copy that engine folder, chuck it to your desktop. So now we want to add it to that Peterbilt. Right, that 352. Okay, so the 352, which was this one, the 352 project, let's just remember what the internal name was. Vehicle, truck, Peterbilt 352. All right, Peterbilt 352. Dot. It's important there's a dot there too. Rightio, so now go back to your little new folder. You've got all the information you need. So let's go to our new folder. Alright, make a new mod. Folder. Let's call it JC's, whatever, international or international engine in the 352. I call it whatever you want. I always put my initial somewhere so I know, hey, that's something that I've done. Okay, so again, same process. Open it. You need a def folder. DEF. And then make a new folder. Vehicle. Make sure you spell it properly. Okay, very important. One spelling mistake here will send you out of the way. Alright, vehicle. Truck. I think now I've lost my memory. What is it again? So let's go back to our new folder. Def, vehicle, truck. Yeah, cool. So we're doing our international into the 352. Def, vehicle, truck. Now this is where you create a new folder. And you'll put the name of the truck. The Peterbilt .352. Right, now that file that we grabbed out of Harvin's mod, that's what we chuck in here. So Peterbilt, open it up, grab your engines, drop it in there. Job done. Okay, it will work for you. I'll just be doing those def files. Right, so now that international truck sound will work in the 352. However, what you need to do though right, is you need to have all those mods active. Alright, so let's open our mod manager again. Alright, so you want to add, I forgot to do something, didn't I? Forgot to add the mod to the file. Alright, so our little engine that we made, I forgot to chuck it in the mod. Okay, so JC's international thing, so copy that, chuck it into your mod folders. So I've got my mod folder up here, I just put it up there, makes it easy, but documents, American Truck Sim, mod, make sure you paste it in there. Cool, so now you can come back to your game. It should have done that, let's just see. Open the mod manager, let it do its little thing. Alright, so now we've got our JC International in the 352. So you need to have that mod active, and then you need to have the two mods active. So have the International actually active, and then have the Peterbilt active, and then it will give you those engine sounds in that Peterbilt. Alright, and that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Alright, the beauty of doing it this way, as far as Steam mods are concerned, if you do it this way, you'll get those automatic updates from the mod authors when they issue them. Okay, now there's a couple of ways you can do it. There's more ways to skin a cat, but this is the simplest way. That is the simplest way to do it. Now, that's pretty much everything covered. How to add Robinixes, how to do Harvins, how to do mod trucks. Now, sometimes when you do, if you purchase a mod truck, it'll be locked, and you might not be able to get the internal name. But what you can do then is reach out to the mod author and say, hey, what's your internal name? And they're generally pretty good. I know a lot of modders too actually will give you an opendef file for the truck. Yeah, because I've bought a stack of paid mods from pretty much anybody I can. I'll buy them off them, like to support their work. And most of them do that. Because sometimes if you try to open their stuff, it'll give you this error message. Right, and respect them. Don't go in there. They work hard on their mods. Stay out of them. Okay, last thing that I will show you guys what to do as far as horsepower of engines is concerned. Alright, so let's go into, so you've made your little your Z support. So say you want to just bump up Zeemods engines, or Crouchburns or Robinixes, it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's just start with Zeemods. So I'm going to just talk about the engine def files for a minute. So now we're going to the def. Alright, this is your support mod. Def, vehicle, truck, in the international, so engine. What you got in here, these 4 files here, this is all the parameters for your engines in the game. So let me just open them all up. I'll open them all up using Notepad++. I only recently just got this. It's fantastic. Okay, so engine number 1 is Zeemods. So this is what you'll see. Zeemods Cat 455 horsepower. It's going to cost you that much. It's unlocked at 0. Right, how high it idles, the brakes, etc. The rev limiter. This volume here is how litre the engine is for that realistic fuel consumption. These are your torque curves. Like I wouldn't go getting into these very much. Right, so that's your 454, and this is all your info. Then you got your 475, the second one out of those four that I opened. Yeah, there's the second one. I just opened all four at the same time. 475, and then you got your 550 horsepower, and then you got your 669 tuned. So this is what you'll see. This is the horsepower. Now, the common thing that people think is like, oh, just change this number and you'll get more horsepower. All right, I'm telling you now, this whole bit here, this info, see how it says info, that's exactly what it is. Okay, that is information only. It has no bearing on your engine in the game. Right, Zeemod could write 0 up in there, it's still going to go, if you change that to 0, it's still going to go as hard as it did before. So whenever I like to muck around with engine defs and make it a little bit fast, I always go the lowest one. Right? Personally, I like to drive at around 500. About 550 horsepower, 600 horsepower is my kind of engine. But my engine mods, I chuck bigger ones in there because I know people want them. The key thing, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, is this one here, this line here. Torque 2508. Right? Even the information doesn't matter. This is what determines how hard your engine goes. If you want it to go faster, increase that number. So they vary a little bit from engine to engine. It's the way SES have done it is a little odd, but around 550 horsepower, pretty common amongst the engine modders is it's somewhere around 2500 torque and it's about 550. Right, so let's say if you wanted a, and this is just, it's not exact science here. There is an exact science, we're not going to go into it, but 550 horsepower, well, I want double that number. Yeah? Right, double that number. So say here you got a 455, and I want more than that. Yeah? Change that torque value to like whatever you want. Right, whatever you want. So say he's saying 450. So if I just double it, and let's just say, or let's just call it 4,800 torque. Yeah, that's basically going to double the power that was here. So if you wanted to, just for your own information, you could change it and be like, yeah, now this is a 900 horsepower. Right, you can change this if you can be bothered, but it's for your own personal little edit. So as long as you know, you're away. And that's how you make faster engines. Right, that's how you make faster engines. Edit, let's undo that. Let's undo it some more. Let's undo it some more. Yeah, so that's what the torque was at 2237. So you just bump that up. Yeah, if you want a 10,000 horsepower engine, just bump it up. You know, the sky's the limit there. So that's how you increase to make them faster. Now, I always suggest that you make your little support mods to do that. You don't want to be mucking around in mods because you can break them, and you know, just build your own little one so that if something does go wrong, you haven't mucked around with that mod. So again, let's say our JB support mod. Right, so this is the Creech Bombs engine pack. Right, the Creech Bombs engine pack, we made it support. Which truck did we add? I think we added Harvins International and XPX Staff. Right, so say, oh, I want a bit more power. Okay, so Creech Bomb has a whole bunch of different engines because his pack has all these different engines. You've got the Cummins 444, one of my personal favorites, the 3406, the M11, the ISX, the Packer, another solid engine there. Right, you pick which one you want and just edit it. And again, I always, if you do like to edit it, I always tend to just edit the lowest one. But you can edit whichever one you want. So let's say the Cummins 444, right? The Cummins 444 series. So he's saying, and look, it's almost the same, 444 horsepower. All this here is information only, so just kind of ignore it. It's irrelevant. Right? This is the key one. You know, a good modder will get them as close as they can to what would be expected. Okay. Now, this is what you want to change. Okay, don't worry about all this stuff. Don't get caught up in it. If you start changing stuff in here, especially down here and up here and all, it just won't work for you. Just change the torque value. So say I want a 444. Well, guess what? I want to make it an 888. So I'm going to double that number. All right, so it was 2-3. So let's make it 4-6. And now I've got myself, and this, you don't have to change the info, just so I see it and I can look at it and go, no, yep, cool, 888. Right, the torque info here, this is what you see in the engine game inside the game. Alright, so you can change that to 466 if you like, but I wouldn't bother, just change that 446. Alright, so that's how you make them faster, for those who're dying to know. Alright, so let's exit that, save nothing. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, that is how you add trucks. It's everything that I can tell you about it. I'm not trying to hide anything, but that's everything there is to do. Again, there's other YouTube videos out there, fantastic, and that's how I learned how to do it. And over the course of 6 months, a year, I've started to do my own engines. I've learned, hey, this works like this, and this works like that as well. I just personally think especially for real simple, people who aren't that good at computers or not mod experts or anything, this is the easiest way. So all you want to do is just create a new folder. Okay, just one last time to really bring it home. Call it your initials. So your initials are JC today. Whichever pack you're adding, let's say KB's engine pack, let's call it KB support. Right, whatever it is. Okay, I've already done one. All right, let's move to the desktop. Yeah, so create your KB support mod. And then you want to, inside it, new folder, def. New folder, vehicle. New folder, truck. Alright, and then go get your engine defs from the mod. Yeah, go and get those engine defs from the mod. Alright, so our KB engine defs, we're in here. So KB's engine pack, defs, vehicle, truck. Pick one, anyone will do. Let's take this one, copy, paste it into your same folder. So see how it's the same, def vehicle truck, KB support def vehicle truck, and then chuck her in there. Okay, now you just rename it, rename that folder to your truck that you want to add. Alrighty, so I hope that clears that up for a lot of you. I know it dragged on a little bit, but it's a pretty thorough explanation of what's happening in there. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll make another video on something else. Who knows? Alright, other than that, have a good one. Be safe out there. I'll talk to you later on.